It's Madden NFL 22.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 83 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That second down play nets a -4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And going deep downfield for Boykin.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So here the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Callahan. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll get 9 there as it sets a little better for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Callahan. He is going to find Hill here.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 59 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
A little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Crawford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Crawford. That's to Cook out of the backfield. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Buccaneers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give. This is Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, Crawford setting up the screen for Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callahan. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Callahan. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Throwing on 1st down, Callahan. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Callahan. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Callahan. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive. But bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts. But let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Give to Cook out of the gun. Runs over him. Broken tackle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Come on now, let's go.
You use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Crawford. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Crawford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Callahan. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Come on, fellas.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Callahan. And this one is incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Callahan.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Callahan. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Looking to throw. Callahan.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
What a waste of time.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Callahan.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
That's the way to hit.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has one. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, Their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw again.
And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
All day, baby, all day.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Dig in, let's go.
Off the play fake, Callahan. He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. On target over the middle to Hill.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Callahan. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but There's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Crawford. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Crawford. And he'll find Hall. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
To throw on 2nd down, Crawford. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Off play action. Crawford. Over the middle, complete. That's Barker. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Don't give him enough. Don't give him enough.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Crawford. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points there at CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. To throw on 3rd down, Callahan.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field.
Here we go.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Crawford. And complete right side to Cook.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crawford got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Crawford. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And he's brought down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down, Crawford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Let's go,
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing after the interception, Crawford.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, Crawford. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring him 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops, a tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Akou just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out.
And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Crawford. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Crawford.
And going deep downfield for Boykin.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, Crawford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Crawford. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A give. This is Cook running right through him. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Let's go. Let's do this.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?